Ronak, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing
Ronak,
good. How are
how are
you?
you?
I
So,
am doing good. How are you?
introducing Ronak Sharma, Mumbai Ranji cricketer, and also played with the Lions in the DY Patil Trophy. How are you doing, Ronak?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Very, very good, Ronak. Are you enjoying the cricket?
I'm sorry, your voice is breaking.
Can you hear me, Ronak? Are you enjoying the cricket?
Hasn't the IPL been fascinating till now?
Yeah, absolutely. Just some unbelievable games, right? I'm a
Uh,
big Mumbai Indians fan. Yesterday was unbelievable. I've never seen something like that. We always thought they were out. They can't do it. 18 runs and over, impossible. But they ended up getting there.
yeah, they did. In fact, if you see both the games, like the day before game and the last game, everyone thought that, both the teams are down and out, but, they've made a fight out of it. So this is what IPL is.
And this is what T20 cricket is, right, Ronak?
True,
So I
true,
think
true.
before we talk about the existing cricket and the tournament that we are watching right now, I have read a little bit about you and your father and his importance in your life and Mumbai cricket. So with Mumbai.
I'm sorry, I lost you again. Can you repeat the question, please?
I said, tell us about your journey with Mumbai cricket.
Well, this journey started when I was around 13 years old. My dad was a cricketer too, so
Sure.
basically it was in my blood. So going for his matches, watching them play. So that fascination towards the game was always there. So I used to love playing this game. Like I used to enjoy playing it. And then eventually started playing, started doing reasonably well, then got into the Mumbai team, the age group teams. And then at one point of time, after I was 20 to 23, I decided that it was time I turned my passion into my profession.
Okay. So tell us about your father, right? Because I know your father has had a very, very big impact in your life. I've read articles about it as well. So tell us
Yeah.
about your father and his impact in your cricketing life.
Everything that I am today is basically because of my father. The journey started with him, bowling underarm balls when we were small with those plastic bats. So that's how it started. And then eventually, one fine day, he told me that I feel that, you have decent enough talent and I feel you can make a career out of it. So I was like, yeah, let's do it. But he's always been there for me. Every time there have been ups and downs, like, it happens with everyone. But he's always been the first person that I call is my father, no matter how I'm feeling. If it's good, if it's bad, whatever it is. So he's had a huge impact. And that belief, that confidence has always been there with him.
Superb. And Ronak, so tell us, you said your father's had an important sort of part to play in your life, but also tell me about some experiences. Like, we're seeing over the last few days in the IPL specifically, right, that the never say die attitude is really important, right? Whether you say the way Rahul Tewatia played, the way Ishan Kishan played, the way Mumbai approached the chase. Um, Never say die attitude and sort of being there and pushing hard is really important in cricket, right? So can you tell us some stories from your experience? And I've only played gully cricket and school cricket. I've never, even though I'm a huge cricket fan, I've never been good enough to do any serious cricket. But tell us some stories of some matches that you played for Mumbai, where you faced these sort of really difficult circumstances and the team has come through it, and how you sort of keep your mind in the game.
Well, as they say, never lose hope until the last ball is bowled, and cricket has this funny way of, no matter where you play, however you play, even if you play a club game, domestic game, even an international game, IPL game, that never say die attitude, this game surprises you. One moment you're slack, and this game will, just nobody's, bigger than the game. That's how this game works. Well, for me, it's happened quite a few times in my career that I've played. There have been times when our team is down and out, but that belief has always been there. It's just that one moment, basically, wherein, you just don't give up. It doesn't matter whatever it is, however it is, you just don't give up. You give it your all. Sometimes we don't focus on the result, although the result matters, but at that point of time, you focus on the process. Whatever's in your control. If I'm supposed to play out a certain situation in a certain way, that's how I do it. That's what my team requires out of me. So yeah, there have been quite a few instances when my team was stuck. We were chasing around, I think, 280 odd, and we are 20 for five, and then just it was my turn to grind it in and just play that situation, and eventually cross the line for my team.
So Ronak, it's very tough for all cricketers, and I've spoken to many cricketers before, and it's very tough to pinpoint, right? But tell us about your favorite knock or your favorite 2 or 3 knocks.
Okay. So the ones that are closest to my heart, like the days when there are days when you sometimes surprise your own self. I have a double hundred in the Kanga League tournament.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was around. I was the only person to have a double hundred in the Kanga League. That's
Okay,
that's a
wow.
record that's a record that holds my name. So that was one knock when it was like 208 not out in around 140
Wow.
balls. Yeah,
Wow.
and another one which I feel was the most important was a selection game for Mumbai that was happening last year around.
Okay.
We were playing, yeah, that's a T20. I was being a part of the Mushtaq Ali trophy. We were chasing 160, and at the end of
Okay.
10 overs, we were 60 for five.
Okay.
Almost down and out. And from there, I got around 80 not out in around 34, 35 deliveries.
Wow.
And because of that, I was part of the Mumbai team. So
Okay.
that was a very important knock. Maybe it wasn't a listed game, but that was the game that changed things for me.
And Ronak, Mumbai is like arguably one of the most successful, if not one of the most successful Ranji Trophy teams, right? And
Sure.
there is a certain sort of thought process behind the way Mumbai batsmen bat. There is a certain legacy that you're upholding. Some of the Indian greats and even sort of people who didn't play for India but Ranji Trophy greats like Amol Mazumdar have donned the Mumbai colors, right? So what does it feel like to be in the Mumbai dressing room? What does it feel like to play for Mumbai?
Well, to start off with, it's a dream. You maybe dream of the India cap, but you always dream of the Mumbai Ranji Trophy cap also. Whenever you play, whenever you wear that lion on your chest, that
Yeah,
lion crest, it's another level feeling. That's a feeling that is, it is inexplicable.
yeah,
It just gives you that feeling that, oh, I've done something in life, because when
yeah.
you think about Mumbai, you think about Sunil Gavaskar sir, Dilip Vengsarkar sir, Sachin Tendulkar, Rohit Sharma, the current Indian batsmen, Shreyas Iyer, Prithvi Shaw, Shivam Dube, all these guys. So it is a proud feeling, and the team that I
And
was
not
in,
to
it
forget
was.
the highest run scorer in the Ranji Trophy, right? Amol Mazumdar.
Yeah. Amol Mazumdar, Wasim Jafar,
Yeah,
legends,
absolutely.
legends
Legend.
of the game. Yeah. So it is a proud moment in your life, wherever you wear that lion crest, and yeah. So it's just a feeling that is really inexplicable. Whenever you wear that lion on your chest, it just gives you goosebumps. Just to put it that way.
Unbelievable. Now, I'm just going to move to a different topic, right?
Yeah.
We've been in sort of lockdown slash quasi lockdown for the last 6 months, right?
Yeah.
So are you still playing cricket? Are you still going out and practicing, or not really right now?
Well, I've started practicing a little bit, just brushing up on a few skills right now. So because we've never got such a period off from our game. It's
Yeah,
always
yeah, yeah,
you're playing
absolutely.
continuous matches and all. So there were a few technical aspects that I needed to work on. So I felt that this was the right time to start, but taking all the precautions, just two or three people and just focusing. So I just started, but my training was going on. My running sessions were on. We are all just waiting and geared up for the season. Hopefully it'll start soon.
And tell us how you're staying fit in these times. What are you doing? Because all our viewers, including me, we are sort of fitness, health enthusiasts, but we're not
Yeah.
professional sports people. So what are you doing to stay fit? Can you give us some tips, some advice?
Oh, well, I'm eating well. That's the
You're eating
that's the
well.
most important part. Yeah, I'm eating I'm not having junk food. I'm focusing more on my diet right now because a lot of these activities like the gym isn't available right now.
Yeah.
So so my sessions are pretty planned. It's either a running session, alternate days, and then it's body weight exercises. So that's how it is for me. That's how it works. Although it's really
Super.
difficult.
And tell me something, Ronak. I think what has always sort of interested me, right, in cricketers themselves is someone who's the process. And I'm going to ask your question, Aditya, next. But who is that one cricketer you looked up to, right? Sort of growing up and in the Mumbai system. Like, for example, for me, if you ask me that one cricketer, right, all through my childhood, I love a lot of cricketers. I'm a fan of many cricketers. But if you ask me that one cricketer, I'll say it's Sachin, right? So I grew up
Yeah,
watching Sachin. I remember that Desert Storm knock. I remember that
yeah,
Sharjah knock
yeah,
so clearly. It's like etched in
yeah,
my memory from my childhood. So who's that
yeah.
one cricketer or those cricketers who you just grew up watching and grew up idolizing?
Well, international cricket was Sachin Tendulkar, coming out of, I've seen him practice, I've seen his work ethics very closely, practicing at the same academy, just looking at him, even after mounting so many runs, that hunger, that hard work that he used to put in. So, he was number one there. And then someone that I'm still a big fan of was Wasim Jafar.
Yeah, Wasim Jafar.
Oh, just as a person, as a human being, I've had the pleasure of interacting with him, playing against him, and I just felt that he was amazing. The thought processes, the hard work, the ethics, the clarity about how a session should go, his mind. So it was just so. I think these two players, to be very honest, um, I was pretty fascinated. I was in awe of them.
Okay, and tell me something. Aditya is asking, what is your cheat day meal?
Well, Aditya is my cheat day meal partner, and not that we have it too often right now, but it is Chinese meal, which he'll
Chinese
always
meal.
be there. Yeah, that's a Chinese meal, like
Okay.
something like a triple Szechuan fried rice or something.
Szechuan fried rice.
But we don't have it that often right now.
Okay, super. And Ronak, like I remember that Sharjah game, right? When I
Yeah.
was sort of really young and watching that game, and that's the game that had a big impact in my life. Similarly for me, my first game that I watched outside of India, right? So I was at the '99 Hove India South Africa cricket match, right? And for me, that was a big defining moment in my life. Going outside of India, watching
Hmm.
India play in the UK. So tell me a couple of favorite games, right? That you watched and that had an impact on your life.
Um, the game that I think the Eden Gardens Test match,
Yeah,
where we were
yeah.
following on when VVS Lakshman, Rahul Dravid, played that
Outstanding game. Yeah,
scintillating. Yeah, they played out of their skins. One whole day they batted. So that I think we were following on then, and then
yeah,
from
yeah. We were
coming back
following on.
from there and yeah, and beating Australia, and then Harbhajan Singh just coming and putting his hand up during that game. I think that moment I think defined Indian cricket in general. I think that moment I just felt that that was I think that moment changed Indian cricket forever. That belief that it brought into all of us was amazing.
And we have Sarfaraz join the session, which is awesome. He's saying "फालतू है तू but cute है English अच्छे है मगर तेरे." So Ronak, so that match was sort of really something that sort of changed Indian cricket, right?
Yeah,
In my
yeah.
opinion, for forever. Now, if you were to look at sort of cricket today, right, and you're someone who's sort of been through the Mumbai system and all of those things, right? Uh, are you in your heart a Test cricket fan, a one-day cricket fan, a T20 fan? What's your favorite form of cricket? What do you enjoy the most?
Honestly, if you ask any of the cricketers, they just give you test cricket.
Yeah,
It just means test cricket. It tests you in every possible way, physical, mental, everything. So I'm a big fan of test cricket. In the recent times, if you watch test cricket, it's become very interesting. the Ashes that we watched last year was amazing, exhilarating stuff.
And Aditya is asking, who's your favorite batting partner?
I think he basically just wants to hear his name again and again. He is someone that we've had a lot of partnerships. We've grown up together. We've played a lot of club games together and company games together. So he is someone that I enjoy batting with.
Okay, so he heard his name and he's happy now and he's laughing.
Yeah.
So you're a test cricket fan, right? But tell me something, like now that we're in this moment, right, where there are three forms of cricket. How do you adapt? Like one day you're playing a test match, the next day you're going and playing a T20, you have to get 60 or 20, and then you're back in a test playing a 3-day game or a 5-day game. How do you adapt the way you play? Or is it what Harsha says a lot on his analysis, which is wherever you go, you got to play cricketing shots. You have to play cricketing shots. And when you saw Sanju bat, right? Sanju Samson, he was playing cricketing shots, right? He was cover driving for 6.
True. So I think it's more than the technical aspect. I think it's more of the mental aspect. It's the same game, doesn't really change. So it's just about just having specific set of plans about going into a T20 inning, going into a test inning or a one-day inning. So it's, I think, more mental when it comes to the adaptation part, because everything else is same. There is nothing else that you can just do. But saying that, we are all professional cricketers, and that's our job. Is something. That's why we are professional cricketers. That's why we're good at what we do. So yeah, I think it's more to do mentally. It's more.
No, absolutely. I think for us it seems so difficult, right? Because there is a game when you're leaving 4 out of 6 balls outside off stump, and then the other game where you literally have to sort of hit at everything, right? And Dharam asked an interesting question. How do you develop the mindset of giving that extra 5%, that extra edge at the end of a match? And I'll add something to this, right? So in cricket, the margins are very thin, right? So for example, if you take yesterday's game, now if there was, I would say 6 inches more on Ishan Kishan's last shot, it was a 6, Mumbai won the game, it was over, right? And the margins are so small, but an extra 5% is critical. So what do you do to give that extra 5% in every game?
And that's actually a tough question. Every game that you play, you just want to win it for your team.
Yeah.
Single person out there who would, just say that, okay, I'm just here to just like survive. So I think, but that 5% counts, I think, not on the field, but off the field. Your diet, your workout routines, everything. You should be sleeping well. Your hydration should be good. So a lot of these aspects are off the field too, because even if you want to push that 5%, and if your body doesn't permit you to, then you maybe just fall short. So I think a lot of it, there is the ground stuff, but off the field, there are a lot of things that a professional cricketer, I'm sure all these IPL players that we see, they are very immaculate with their diets and training and all of those.
Awesome. So Atif is asking, Azad or Thakur, what's your favorite ground?
Azad or Thakur? Well, I have played all my life at Azad Maidan, so I think I'd go with Azad Maidan. It's just taught us to how to be tough. No dressing rooms and people walking in front of you, no sunscreens. Yeah, tents and so it's basically taught us everything. I think Azad Maidan is, I think every Mumbai cricketer would agree to that. The ones who played at Azad Maidan, it just makes you mentally tough. Hundreds of people walking in front of you without a side screen, you still focus. So Azad Maidan any day.
And sometimes you don't know who's playing and who's not playing, right? So I remember playing a game for my father's company at Azad Maidan. I'm actually a bowler, so I was batting at 9, I think, and we needed 2 to win. I got a full toss and I just whacked it. And I just didn't see that I didn't need to do it. I got a full toss. I could have easily just taken a single and won the game. And I just whacked it. And it went straight into a fielder's hand who I didn't know was playing the game. You have to be that mentally aware to scout the fielder, see who's playing the game. You know what I mean? So
that's true. That happens.
And that, I guess, is characteristic to Mumbai cricket, right? Because I don't know how many other places in the country you'll have 20 games going on the same time. You are fielding on somebody else's wicket while their game is going on. You have to watch your game.
Yeah. that just teaches you smartness, right? You try and you wait for someone. You try and sometimes be smart also. Maybe that fielder who was fielding there, maybe he didn't want you to see him. Sometimes people do that.
Yeah, yeah,
They
yeah,
don't we don't
yeah,
realize that
yeah,
there's a
yeah,
fielder there. He'll just be hiding someone, and then suddenly he just pops out of nowhere. So that's how it
yeah,
is.
yeah. So Ronak, Vishal asked a question before which I missed. Who's your favorite cricketer outside of India?
Outside of India, uh, I think since I'm a leg spinner too, I think I was always, fascinated by Shane Warne.
Yeah, yeah,
I just thought that that man had some, he was blessed, he was skilled, he had this certain aura, that certain swag that a cricketer has, and I think I was, fascinated by him too. The way he used to just bowl, it was just amazing. The mind games that he played and all of that. So Shane Warne was someone I idolized.
superb. And Ronak, before we end the session, right? Just a quick sort of analysis from you on the way the IPL is going. I think each game just gets better and better, right? We've had two super overs and the Rajasthan game, which was just unbelievable. Rajasthan Punjab game. So your view on this IPL?
Well, IPL, is famous for churning out such games. It just sometimes blows your mind off as a cricketer too. Sometimes you're just sitting there and you're just trying to, think about if you were in that place, how would you pace that innings or how would you go? But then it is just amazing. I think it is the topmost T20 league in the world. The quality of cricket, the quality of players out there is amazing. In fact, the Indian players out there are phenomenal too. The local
Yeah,
talent, the domestic players, they're amazing
yeah.
too. If you see, the domestic players are shining. So
Yeah, which is so great, right?
yeah.
Devdutt Padikkal, Sanju, Mayank, just absolutely
Mm,
smashing it.
yeah. Ishan, all these
Ishan,
Indian players, all these Indian youngsters, they are playing match-winning knocks out there. So I think it is amazing, and I also feel that for a team to win the IPL, I think it's more important for the Indian contingent to fire. Although the overseas players are there, but I feel that the Indian contingent has to fire for a tournament for a team to win the tournament.
and I'm sure a lot of your friends are playing this IPL, right? So you
Yeah,
must
yeah,
be
yeah, yeah.
eagerly
Yeah,
tracking
a
them.
lot of them. Yeah, a lot of them. A lot of my friends are playing the IPL and they're doing really well too. I hope they, just nail it whenever they get that chance.
Super. So I think Ronak, I really enjoyed chatting with you. I think for me as someone who always wanted to be a cricketer but never had the chance to get past school cricket, it's always amazing to talk to folks who've done what I always wanted to do. I think kudos to you for what you're doing. Stay safe, but keep practicing and keep the name of Mumbai shining high. Just for all the viewers, um, this is Ronak Sharma. And we'll be putting his chat on our IGTV. So if you've missed some of the chat, definitely tune in and participate in the Dr. Vaidya's Maha Immunity Premier League. Predict and get a chance to win an iPhone.
Thank you. It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure being here.
Thanks, Ronak. Take care. Stay safe.
Thank you too. Take care. Bye bye. Thank you.
Hi guys, my name is Arjun Vaidya and I'm the CEO of Dr. Vaidya's. I hope you like what you heard. If you want more content on health and Ayurveda in the 21st century, please click the subscribe icon. We've got a lot more coming for you.